One of the things that VR will do in some of our simulations, it will actually teach a muscle memory to do a given task. So, I need a meter. I need to put the meter on these terminals. I need to get this type of reading. That's going to tell me what's the next step is and what direction I'm going to go. That's one of the things that VR does really well. And you don't have to do that in the VR moment with our software because you're still learning these steps, if you will. And they're a little bit generalized at times. They're not going to get very granular with a specific manufacturer, but we're going to get you there pretty close, that you're going to understand what's going on behind the wires. So to your point, you were that Y person and I was that same one. That's why I used to get a lot of fittings thrown at me. This helps with that because when you learn the sequence of operation, it helps understand why the part does what it explains the role of the part, just like from being mechanically intuitive and understanding it once you do it. I also think it teaches someone who isn't mechanically intuitive to be mechanically intuitive, to start to understand, looking at a schematic, oh yeah, I get it. It's right here, right? Because they're learning how to go through these steps, and that breeds that part about being mechanically intuitive, anticipatory, right? Helps those steps because when they're on site with a journeyman or the skilled person, they are now knowing that guy's going to need a wrench next. They're going to need this screw. They're going to need this wire. I know we got to be putting this thermostat in any minute. These are those steps that they're learning, and they've learned that off-site